Success is a multifaceted concept, often misunderstood and shrouded in myths that paint an overly optimistic picture. Many believe that success simply requires positive thinking and dreaming big, but that's only part of the equation. In reality, the path to success is filled with challenges and harsh realities that must be accepted at face value for anyone to achieve their dreams. In this video, we will confront several hard truths that are essential for both personal and professional growth. These truths may feel uncomfortable, but embracing them is crucial for forging a successful journey. Each truth serves as a stepping stone towards understanding the true nature of success and the sacrifices that come with it. Get ready to challenge your perceptions as we will delve into the realities that lay ahead. Only by facing these brutal truths can we hope to achieve the success we genuinely desire. Together, let's embark on this transformative journey and prepare to embrace the discomfort that often accompanies growth. Number 1. No one cares about your dreams, they care about your actions. I know that sounds harsh, but let's unpack it. We all have dreams, right? Whether it's starting a business, writing a book, or traveling the world, our aspirations are often what drive us. But here's the kicker. While it's easy to talk about these dreams and share them with friends and family, the reality is that success isn't measured by what you say or even what you hope for. It's measured by what you actually do. Think about it for a moment. The world is filled with dreamers, people who have grand ideas and aspirations. But how many of those dreamers actually take the necessary steps to turn those dreams into reality? Not many. That's where the gap lies. This truth can be a harsh wake-up call for many, especially those who think that simply having a dream is enough. Let's take an example to illustrate this point. Imagine an aspiring entrepreneur named Sarah. Sarah has a brilliant idea for a startup that she believes will revolutionize the way people shop online. She talks about it with her friends, shares her vision on social media, and even dreams about it at night. But here's the catch. She spends more time dreaming about her business than actually building it. Now, Sarah's friends might be excited for her, but the reality is that excitement doesn't translate into success. To succeed, Sarah needs to focus on actionable steps. She has to set clear, achievable goals. This means conducting market research to understand her audience, developing a solid business plan, and seeking funding. She needs to put in the work, day in and day out, to turn her vision into a reality. You see, it's not enough to just have a great idea. The actions you take are what propel you towards success. It's about creating a plan and executing it with commitment. If Sarah were to spend just a fraction of the time she spends dreaming about her startup, actually working on it, attending workshops, networking with other entrepreneurs, and refining her product, she would be much closer to achieving her goals. This brings us to a crucial point. While your dreams are important, they are ultimately meaningless without the effort and dedication to bring them to fruition. It's easy to get caught up in the excitement of dreaming big, but it's the small, consistent actions that lead to real progress. So what can you do to shift from dreaming to doing? Start by breaking down your big dreams into smaller, actionable steps. Set specific goals and create a timeline for achieving them. Hold yourself accountable and track your progress. Surround yourself with people who inspire you and who are also taking action toward their own goals. Remember, the world doesn't owe you success simply because you have a dream. Success is earned through hard work, determination, and the willingness to take action. So, the next time you find yourself daydreaming about your aspirations, ask yourself, what am I doing today to make this dream a reality? In the end, it's your actions that will speak louder than your words. Embrace this truth, and you'll be well on your way to turning your dreams into reality. Number 2, failure is inevitable and necessary. Let's talk about something that often gets a bad rap: failure. Many people view failure as a negative experience, a setback that should be avoided at all costs. But here's the truth: failure is not just inevitable, it's a vital component of success. Every successful person you admire has faced failure at some point in their journey. Think about it. Thomas Edison, one of the most prolific inventors in history, famously said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." That's a powerful statement. It reflects a mindset that sees failure not as a dead end, but as a stepping stone towards success. Imagine Edison in his workshop, surrounded by countless failed experiments. Each time a light bulb didn't work, he didn't throw his hands up in despair. Instead, he analyzed what went wrong, learned from it, and tried again. His relentless pursuit of innovation led to the creation of the light bulb, a testament to the importance of perseverance in the face of failure. Now, let's be real. Embracing failure can be tough. It can sting. When you pour your heart and soul into something and it doesn't pan out, it's easy to feel defeated. But here's the key: each failure teaches you valuable lessons that contribute to your future success. It's about shifting your perspective. Instead of viewing failure as a setback, see it as a learning opportunity. Think about your own experiences. Have you ever tried something that didn't work out? Maybe you started a new job that turned out to be a poor fit, or you launched a project that flopped. At first, it can feel like the end of the world, but if you take a step back, you might realize that those experiences taught you something important. Perhaps you learned more about your strengths and weaknesses, or you discovered what you truly want in your career. Understanding that failure is part of the process allows you to take risks and push boundaries without the fear of falling short. It encourages you to step outside your comfort zone and try new things. After all, if you never take a chance, you'll never know what you're capable of achieving. Let's consider another example: J.K. Rowling, the author of the Harry Potter series. Before she became one of the best-selling authors of all time, Rowling faced numerous rejections from publishers. Many people told her to give up, that her ideas were too outlandish, but she persevered, believing in her story and her characters. Her failures didn't define her, they fueled her determination. Today, she is a household name, inspiring millions around the world. So how can you embrace failure in your own life? Start by reframing your mindset. Instead of fearing failure, welcome it as a necessary part of your journey. When you encounter setbacks, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? Surround yourself with people who support your growth and encourage you to take risks. Share your failures with them, and you'll likely find that they have their own stories of setbacks and comebacks. This community can provide invaluable support as you navigate your path. Remember, failure is not the opposite of success, it's a part of it. Each misstep brings you one step closer to your goals. So, the next time you find yourself facing a setback, don't shy away from it. Embrace it, learn from it, and keep moving forward. Because in the end, it's not about how many times you fall, it's about how many times you get back up and keep going. Number 3, hard work alone is not enough. I know what you're thinking, but I've always been told that if I just put my head down and grind, I'll make it big. Well, my friend, while hard work is undoubtedly essential, it's not the only ingredient in the recipe for success. Think about it this way: success is like baking a cake. You can't just throw a bunch of ingredients into a bowl and expect it to turn out perfectly. You need to have a recipe, the right tools, and a plan. The same goes for achieving your goals. Simply putting in long hours and working hard doesn't guarantee results. You need to work smart, too. Let's take a look at a real-world example. Imagine you're a software developer who's been in the industry for a few years. You've put in your time, working late nights and weekends to deliver projects on time. But despite your hard work, You're starting to feel like you're falling behind. Your skills are becoming outdated and you're struggling to keep up with the latest technologies and trends. Now, you could keep doing what you've always done, putting in the hours and hoping for the best. But if you want to truly succeed in this fast-paced industry, you need to adapt. You need to invest in continuous learning and skill development. This might mean taking courses, attending conferences, or seeking out mentorship opportunities. It's about staying relevant and ahead of the curve. Think about it this way. If you were a surgeon, would you want to be operated on by someone who learned their skills 10 years ago and hasn't picked up a medical journal since? Of course not. You'd want someone who's constantly learning, adapting, and staying on top of the latest advancements in their field. The same goes for any profession. Now, I know what you might be thinking, but I'm already working so hard. How am I supposed to find the time to learn new skills and adapt my strategies? It's a valid concern, but the truth is, you can't afford not to. The most successful individuals are those who combine hard work with a strategic mindset and a commitment to lifelong learning. So what can you do to start working smarter and not just harder? Here are a few tips. 1. Set clear, achievable goals. Break down your big dreams into smaller, actionable steps. This will help you stay focused and on track. 2. Seek out mentorship. Find someone who's already achieved what you want to achieve and learn from their experiences. A good mentor can provide invaluable guidance and support. 3. Stay curious. Read industry publications, attend workshops and conferences, and always be on the lookout for new opportunities to learn and grow. 4. Embrace failure. Remember, failure is a necessary part of the journey. When you encounter setbacks, view them as learning opportunities and use them to refine your strategies. 5. Network. Connect with others in your field, both online and in person. You never know what opportunities might arise from these connections. Remember, success is a journey, not a destination. It's about continuously learning, adapting, and growing. So, don't just work hard, work smart. Combine your hard work with a strategic mindset and a commitment to lifelong learning, and you'll be well on your way to achieving the success you deserve. Number 4. You are responsible for your circumstances. I know that might sound a bit heavy, but stick with me. This concept is a cornerstone of personal accountability and ultimately success. Let's face it, it's easy to point fingers. When things go wrong, our first instinct is often to blame external factors. Maybe it's the economy, a difficult boss, or even bad luck. But here's the kicker. When you blame others, you're giving away your power. You're essentially saying, I can't do anything about my situation. And that mindset will only hinder your growth. Imagine this. You're stuck in a job that feels unfulfilling. You dread going to work each day, and you can't shake the feeling that you're meant for something more. It's tempting to blame your employer for not recognizing your potential or to complain about the lack of opportunities. But what if, instead, you took a step back and asked yourself, what can I do about this? When you acknowledge that you are the architect of your own success, you begin to see opportunities where others see obstacles. This shift in mindset is transformative. Instead of feeling like a victim of your circumstances, you start to realize that you have the power to make changes. For example, let's say you're unhappy in your current role. Instead of waiting for your employer to offer you a promotion or a new project, take proactive steps. Start by enhancing your skills. Maybe there's a course you've been wanting to take, or a certification that could open new doors for you. Invest in yourself and your future. Perhaps you could also network with others in your field. Attend industry events, join professional groups, or even reach out to people on LinkedIn. You never know what opportunities might arise from these connections. By taking action, you're not just sitting back and waiting for things to change, you're actively shaping your future. Now, let's talk about resilience. When you accept responsibility for your circumstances, you foster a sense of determination. You realize that setbacks are not the end of the road, but rather stepping stones towards success. This mindset encourages you to take action rather than remain passive. Consider the story of Oprah Winfrey. She faced numerous challenges throughout her life, from a difficult childhood to early career setbacks. But instead of allowing those circumstances to define her, she took responsibility for her life. She worked hard, learned from her experiences, and ultimately became one of the most influential media moguls in the world. Oprah didn't let her circumstances dictate her future. She took control and created her own path. So, how can you start embracing this truth in your own life? Here are a few actionable steps. 1. Reflect on your circumstances. Take some time to evaluate your current situation. Are there areas where you feel stuck? What can you do to change that? 2. Set clear goals. Define what success looks like for you. What steps do you need to take to get there? Write them down and create a plan. 3. Take action. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Start taking small steps toward your goals today. Whether it's enrolling in a course or reaching out to a mentor, every action counts. 4. Cultivate a growth mindset. Embrace challenges as opportunities for growth. When you encounter setbacks, ask yourself what you can learn from them and how you can adapt. 5. Surround yourself with positivity. Connect with people who inspire you and support your growth. Their encouragement can help you stay motivated and focused on your goals. Remember, you have the power to shape your circumstances. By accepting responsibility for your life, you empower yourself to make necessary changes and pave the way for success. So, take charge, embrace this truth, and watch as new opportunities unfold before you. You've got this. Number 5. Comfort zones are dangerous. We all have them, right? Those cozy little bubbles where we feel safe and secure. But here's the truth. Staying within your comfort zone may feel nice, but it can also be a significant barrier to your growth. Think about it for a moment. When was the last time you did something that made you feel a little uncomfortable? Maybe it was trying a new hobby, speaking in front of a group, or even just having a difficult conversation. For many of us, the instinct is to avoid those situations because they can be intimidating. But here's the kicker. Success often requires stepping into the unknown and embracing discomfort. Let's take a look at an example. Imagine a young professional named Alex. Alex has been working at the same company for a few years now and feels pretty comfortable in their role. They know their tasks inside and out, and they're well liked by their colleagues. But deep down, Alex has aspirations of moving up in the company and even taking on leadership roles. The problem? Alex is terrified of public speaking. Instead of facing this fear, Alex continues to avoid situations that require speaking in front of others. They miss out on opportunities to present ideas in meetings or volunteer for projects that involve collaboration. By staying in their comfort zone, Alex is limiting their potential for growth and advancement. Now, let's flip the script. What if Alex decided to embrace that discomfort? What if they signed up for a public speaking workshop or joined a local Toastmasters club? Sure, it would be nerve-wracking at first, but with each practice session, Alex would begin to build confidence and develop a valuable skill. Over time, those initial nerves would transform into excitement and empowerment. When you challenge yourself and take risks, you open the door to new experiences and opportunities. Each time you step outside your comfort zone, you're not just facing your fears, you're also expanding your horizons. You're learning more about yourself and what you're capable of achieving. Let's consider another example. A friend of mine named Sarah. She always dreamed of traveling the world but was terrified of flying. For years, she put off her dream, choosing to stay in her familiar surroundings. But one day, she decided enough was enough. She booked a flight to a destination she had always wanted to visit. The experience was uncomfortable at first, but once she arrived, she was filled with a sense of adventure and excitement. Sarah discovered new cultures, met incredible people, and returned home with stories and memories that changed her perspective on life. The encouragement to take risks is essential for personal and professional growth. When you embrace the discomfort that comes with stepping outside your comfort zone, you often find that it's where the most significant growth occurs. It's in those moments of vulnerability that you develop resilience and strength. So, how can you start pushing the boundaries of your comfort zone? Here are a few tips. 1. Start small. You don't have to leap into the deep end right away. Begin with small challenges that make you slightly uncomfortable. It could be as simple as striking up a conversation with a stranger or trying a new activity. 2. Set goals. Identify specific areas where you want to grow. Whether it's improving your communication skills or taking on new responsibilities at work, set clear goals and create a plan to achieve them. 3. Seek support. Surround yourself with people who encourage you to step outside your comfort zone. Share your goals with friends or mentors who can provide motivation and accountability. 4. Celebrate progress. Acknowledge your achievements no matter how small. Each step you take outside your comfort zone is a victory worth celebrating. 5. Reflect on your experiences. After facing a challenge, take time to reflect on what you learned. How did it feel? What did you gain from the experience? This reflection will help reinforce the value of stepping outside your comfort zone. Remember, growth doesn't happen in the safety of your comfort zone. It happens when you challenge yourself, take risks, and embrace the discomfort that comes with new experiences. So, go ahead, take that leap, push those boundaries, and watch as you unlock your true potential. Number 6. Not everyone will support you. As you pursue your goals and ambitions, you may encounter jealousy, criticism, and even outright negativity from those around you. It's a harsh reality, but one that many successful individuals have faced. Picture this. You have a dream. Maybe you want to start your own business, write a book, or pursue a career in a field that's unconventional. You're excited, and you share your vision with friends and family, hoping for their encouragement. But instead of cheers, you hear doubts. Are you sure that's a good idea? What if you fail? Suddenly, what felt like a supportive conversation turns into a source of anxiety. This is where the journey to success can feel really lonely. You're striving for goals that others may not understand or appreciate. It's easy to feel disheartened when the people you care about don't share your enthusiasm. But here's the key. You must remember that their opinions do not define your worth or potential. Let's take a look at an example. Meet Lisa, a passionate artist who dreams of showcasing her work in a gallery. When she first shared her aspirations with her friends, she was met with skepticism. "You should get a real job," they said. "Art isn't a stable career." At first, Lisa felt crushed. She questioned her talent and whether she should pursue her passion at all. But then, Lisa had a realization. She understood that not everyone would understand her dreams, and that was okay. Instead of letting the negativity bring her down, she decided to seek out a supportive network. She joined local art groups, attended workshops, and connected with other artists who shared her passion. These like-minded individuals encouraged her, celebrated her achievements, and provided constructive feedback. As Lisa surrounded herself with positivity, she found the motivation to keep pushing forward. She began to showcase her work at local events, and eventually, she landed her first gallery exhibition. The support she received from her new network fueled her confidence and helped her stay focused on her goals. This leads us to an important point. Surrounding yourself with positive, like-minded individuals is crucial for maintaining motivation and focus. When you're on a journey that others may not understand, having a supportive community can make all the difference. These are the people who uplift you, inspire you, and remind you of your potential when self-doubt creeps in. So, how can you cultivate a supportive network? Here are a few tips. 1. Seek out communities. Look for groups, clubs, or online communities that align with your interests and goals. Whether it's a local entrepreneur group, a writing circle, or an art collective, connecting with others who share your passions can provide invaluable support. 2. Be selective with your circle. It's important to evaluate the people you spend time with. If someone consistently brings negativity into your life, it might be time to distance yourself. Surround yourself with those who encourage your growth and celebrate your achievements. 3. Communicate your goals. Share your aspirations with those you trust. When you articulate your goals, you invite others to support you. You might be surprised by who steps up to cheer you on. 4. Celebrate others' successes. Support is a two-way street. Be sure to celebrate the achievements of others in your network. When you uplift those around you, you create a culture of encouragement that benefits everyone. 5. Focus on your journey. Remember, this is your path. Stay committed to your goals and don't let the opinions of others sway you. Trust in your abilities and keep moving forward. Remember, the reality is that not everyone will support you on your journey to success, but that doesn't mean you have to let their negativity define your experience. Focus on surrounding yourself with those who uplift and inspire you. Seek out a supportive network that encourages your growth and celebrates your achievements. Remember, your journey is yours alone, and you have the power to shape it. Keep pushing forward, and don't let anyone dim your light. Number 7. Consistency is key. I know everyone wants instant results. We live in a world where we can order food and have it delivered in minutes or binge watch an entire season of a show in one sitting. But here's the reality: success does not happen overnight. It requires persistence and consistent effort. Many people underestimate the power of small daily actions. We often think that we need to make huge leaps to see progress, but that's not the case. In fact, it's the small, consistent efforts that compound over time to create significant results. Let's break this down with a relatable example. Imagine a writer named Emma. Emma has always dreamed of writing a novel, but like many aspiring authors, she feels overwhelmed by the size of the project. Instead of trying to write an entire book in one go, Emma decides to commit to writing just 500 words a day. At first, it seems like a small amount, but she sticks to it. Now, let's do the math. If Emma writes 500 words a day, that adds up to 3,500 words a week. Over the course of a month, she's written 15,000 words. By the end of the year, she'll have completed a full-length novel of over 180,000 words. That's the power of consistency. Each day, she dedicated a small amount of time to her passion, and over time, those small efforts transformed into something significant. This principle applies to any field. Whether you're an entrepreneur, an athlete, or an artist, consistency in your actions is what leads to mastery and success. It's about showing up every day, even when you don't feel like it. Let's take a look at another example. A fitness enthusiast named Mark. Mark wants to get in shape, but he knows that going to the gym for hours every day isn't realistic. Instead, he commits to working out for just 30 minutes a day. Some days he does strength training. Other days, he goes for a run or practices yoga. Over time, those 30-minute workouts add up. After a year of consistent effort, Mark finds himself fitter, stronger, and healthier than ever. The key takeaway here is that success is built on a foundation of consistent actions. To achieve your goals, it's essential to develop a routine that incorporates consistent effort. This could mean setting aside time each day to work on your projects, honing your skills, or networking with others in your field. But here's the catch. Staying consistent can be challenging, especially when motivation wanes. There will be days when you don't feel like writing, working out, or pursuing your goals. That's when your commitment to consistency really matters. It's about pushing through the resistance and reminding yourself why you started in the first place. So how can you cultivate consistency in your life? Here are a few practical tips. 1. Set clear goals. Define what you want to achieve and break it down into smaller, manageable tasks. This makes it easier to stay focused and motivated. 2. Create a schedule. Block out time in your calendar for your goals. Treat these time slots as appointments that you can't miss. 3. Track your progress. Keep a journal or use an app to track your daily efforts. Seeing your progress can be incredibly motivating and help you stay accountable. 4. Celebrate small wins. Acknowledge your achievements, no matter how small. Celebrating progress can boost your motivation and keep you on track. 5. Stay flexible. Life can be unpredictable, and sometimes you may need to adjust your routine. That's okay. The important thing is to get back on track as soon as you can. 6. Surround yourself with support. Connect with others who share your goals. Having a support system can help you stay accountable and motivated. Remember that consistency is the key to unlocking your potential. Success is not about making giant leaps. It's about taking small, consistent steps every day. So, embrace the journey, stay dedicated, and watch as those small efforts compound into something extraordinary. Number 8. The world is not fair. Life is inherently filled with inequalities and randomness, and acknowledging this fact is essential for overcoming challenges and seizing opportunities. Now, I know this might sound a bit bleak. We all want to believe in a just world where hard work is rewarded and everyone gets what they deserve. But the reality is that life doesn't always work that way. It's easy to get caught up in the idea of fairness, especially when we see others seemingly getting ahead without putting in the same effort. But here's the kicker. Dwelling on perceived injustices can be a trap that holds you back. Instead of focusing on what's unfair, it's more productive to concentrate on what you can control. Successful individuals understand that they can't change the world's unfairness, but they can adapt and make the best of their circumstances. This mindset shift is incredibly empowering. Let's consider an example. Meet James, a young man who grew up in a low-income neighborhood. From a young age, he faced numerous challenges: limited access to quality education, financial instability at home, and a lack of resources. It would have been easy for James to feel defeated and blame his circumstances for his struggles. But instead, he chose to take action. James recognized that while he couldn't change his background, he could change his future. He worked hard in school, seeking out scholarships and mentorship opportunities. He also noticed that many of his peers faced similar challenges, and he wanted to help. So he started a tutoring program in his community, providing free tutoring to students who needed extra support. Through this initiative, James not only helped others, but also developed valuable skills and connections. His experience fueled his ambition, and he eventually secured a scholarship to a prestigious university. Today, he's not only pursuing his degree, but also advocating for educational equity. By turning his adversity into an advantage, James created a path for himself and others. This brings us to a crucial point. By accepting that the world is not fair, you empower yourself to take action. Instead of waiting for the world to change, you can create your own opportunities. This doesn't mean ignoring the challenges you face. It means acknowledging them and finding ways to overcome them. Here are a few strategies to help you navigate the unfairness of life. 1. Focus on your strengths. Identify what you do well and leverage those strengths to create opportunities. Everyone has unique talents and skills that can be used to their advantage. 2. Embrace resilience. Life will throw challenges your way, but it's how you respond that matters. Cultivating resilience allows you to bounce back from setbacks and keep moving forward. 3. Seek out opportunities. Instead of waiting for opportunities to come to you, actively seek them out. Network, attend events, and put yourself in situations where you can learn and grow. 4. Learn from adversity. Every challenge you face can teach you something valuable. Reflect on your experiences and use them to inform your future decisions. 5. Surround yourself with positivity. Connect with people who inspire and uplift you. A supportive network can help you stay motivated and focused on your goals, even when times are tough. 6. Take action. Don't let the unfairness of the world paralyze you. Identify small steps you can take to move forward and take action. Each step, no matter how small, brings you closer to your goals. Remember, the world may not be fair, but that doesn't mean you have to be a victim of your circumstances. By accepting this truth, you empower yourself to take control of your life and create your own path to success. Remember, it's not about what happens to you, it's about how you respond. So, embrace the challenges, learn from them, and keep pushing forward. You have the power to shape your own destiny. Number 9. You must make tough choices. The reality is that success often requires making difficult decisions that can test your resolve and push you out of your comfort zone. Think about it for a moment. Every successful individual you admire has faced tough choices along their journey. Whether it's choosing to leave a stable job for a riskier opportunity or sacrificing personal time for professional growth, these decisions are integral to the path toward achieving your goals. Let's take a closer look at an example. Meet Sarah, a talented graphic designer who has been working at a comfortable job for several years. She enjoys her work and appreciates the stability it provides. However, Sarah has a dream of starting her own design agency. The idea excites her, but it also terrifies her. She knows that leaving her steady job to pursue her passion is a significant risk. One day, Sarah receives an offer to collaborate on a project that could help her build her portfolio and gain valuable experience. But here's the catch. The project requires her to work evenings and weekends, cutting into her personal time and social life. Sarah faces a tough choice. Should she take the leap and invest her time in this opportunity, or should she play it safe and stick to her routine? After much contemplation, Sarah decides to embrace the challenge. She understands that this project could be a stepping stone toward her dream, even if it means sacrificing some of her free time. By making this tough choice, she not only enhances her skills, but also gains the confidence to take further risks in the future. This brings us to an important point. Understanding that tough choices are part of the process prepares you for the sacrifices you may need to make. It's easy to get comfortable in your routine, but true growth often requires stepping outside of that comfort zone and making decisions that feel uncomfortable. Let's consider another scenario. Imagine an entrepreneur named Mark who has poured his heart and soul into his startup. Business is picking up, but he faces a critical decision. Should he invest his last savings into marketing to grow the business, or should he hold on to that money for personal expenses? This decision weighs heavily on him, as it could determine the future of his company. Mark knows that if he wants his startup to succeed, he must take calculated risks. After careful consideration, he decides to invest in marketing. It's a tough choice, but he believes in his vision and is willing to make sacrifices for the sake of his business. This decision ultimately pays off, leading to increased visibility and growth for his startup. So, how can you navigate tough choices in your own life? Here are a few strategies to consider. 1. Evaluate your priorities. Take time to reflect on what truly matters to you. Understanding your values will help guide your decision-making process. 2. Gather information. Before making a tough choice, gather as much information as possible. Weigh the pros and cons and consider potential outcomes. 3. Trust your instincts. Sometimes your gut feeling can provide valuable insight. Don't underestimate the power of intuition when making decisions. 4. Embrace the uncertainty. Understand that not every decision will lead to a clear outcome. Embracing uncertainty can help you feel more comfortable with taking risks. 5. Learn from the experience. Regardless of the outcome, every tough choice is an opportunity for growth. Reflect on what you learned from the experience and how it can inform your future decisions. 6. Seek support. Don't hesitate to reach out to trusted friends, mentors, or colleagues for advice. Sometimes an outside perspective can provide clarity. Remember, tough choices are an inevitable part of the journey to success. Embrace these decisions as opportunities for growth and development. Remember, it's not just about the choices you make, it's about how you respond to the challenges they bring. By making tough choices, you're not only shaping your path, but also building the resilience and determination needed to achieve your goals. So take a deep breath, trust yourself, and step boldly into the decisions that lie ahead. Number 10. Success requires a growth mindset. This concept is not just a buzzword, it's a fundamental belief that can shape how you approach challenges, setbacks, and opportunities in life. So, what exactly is a growth mindset? At its core, a growth mindset is the belief that your abilities and intelligence can be developed through dedication and hard work. It's about understanding that your potential is not fixed. Rather, it can expand and evolve as you learn and grow. This mindset is essential for achieving success, no matter what field you're in. Let's take a moment to consider the difference between a growth mindset and a fixed mindset. A fixed mindset is the belief that your abilities are static and unchangeable. If you think you're not good at something, you might avoid it altogether, fearing failure. On the other hand, someone with a growth mindset embraces challenges and views setbacks as opportunities for learning. They understand that every failure is a stepping stone toward improvement. Let's look at an example. Meet Alex, a young professional who recently started a career in sales. At first, Alex struggled to meet targets and felt discouraged. With a fixed mindset, Alex might have thought, "I'm just not cut out for this. I'll never be good at sales." But instead, Alex decided to adopt a growth mindset. Instead of shying away from challenges, Alex sought feedback from colleagues, enrolled in sales training, and practiced every day. When faced with rejection, Alex viewed it as a chance to learn and improve, rather than a personal failure. This shift in perspective allowed Alex to develop new skills and ultimately excel in the role. This brings us to an important point. Embracing challenges and viewing setbacks as opportunities for learning are hallmarks of a growth mindset. When you encounter obstacles, ask yourself, what can I learn from this experience? This simple question can lead to profound insights and personal growth. Encouragement to adopt a growth mindset can transform your approach to challenges. Instead of fearing failure, see it as a chance to learn and improve. Successful individuals are those who are willing to embrace change and adapt their strategies as needed. They understand that the road to success is rarely a straight line. It's filled with twists, turns, and unexpected detours. Let's consider another inspiring example. J.K. Rowling, the author of the Harry Potter series. Before she became one of the best-selling authors of all time, Rowling faced numerous rejections from publishers. Many people told her to give up, that her ideas were too outlandish. But Rowling didn't let those setbacks define her. She believed in her story and continued to persevere. Her growth mindset fueled her determination, and eventually she found a publisher who believed in her vision. Today, her books have touched millions of lives around the world. So how can you foster a growth mindset in your own life? Here are some actionable steps. 1. Embrace challenges. Instead of avoiding difficult tasks, seek them out. Challenges are opportunities for growth. 2. Learn from criticism. Accept feedback with an open mind. Constructive criticism can help you identify areas for improvement. 3. Celebrate effort, not just results. Recognize the hard work you put into your endeavors, regardless of the outcome. This reinforces the value of dedication and perseverance. 4. Surround yourself with growth-minded individuals. Seek out people who inspire and challenge you. Their positive influence can help you cultivate your own growth mindset. 5. Practice self-compassion. Be kind to yourself when you face setbacks. Understand that everyone makes mistakes and that they are part of the learning process. 6. Set learning goals. Instead of solely focusing on outcomes, set goals that emphasize personal development and skill acquisition. Remember, success requires a growth mindset. By fostering this mindset, you position yourself for continuous improvement and success in all areas of life. Remember, it's not just about reaching your destination, it's about the journey of learning and growing along the way. So, embrace challenges, learn from setbacks, and keep pushing forward. Your potential is limitless, and with a growth mindset, you can achieve incredible things. In conclusion, the journey to success is paved with brutal truths that must be accepted, from understanding that actions speak louder than dreams to embracing failure and taking personal responsibility. Each truth serves as a guide towards achieving your goals. Embracing these harsh realities may be uncomfortable, but they are essential for personal and professional growth. By accepting these truths, you can navigate the complexities of success and ultimately find fulfillment in your journey. Remember, success is not just about reaching the destination. It's about the lessons learned and the growth achieved along the way.